Teachers, the purpose of this video is to clarify the standards and the rubric and the entire assignment related to guiding principles. So as I review the key elements of the guiding principles assignment, it might be wise for you to access the assignment in our Canvas shells on the home page and select the link that is labeled Guiding Principles. Teachers, most importantly, you need to understand what the main purpose of this assignment is. And that is to demonstrate your learning about creating the responsive classroom community. Now, if you notice at the opening paragraph of this assignment, it discusses 6 major principles that have been the focus of this semester. Those 6 major principles must be included in this assignment for you. I have asked you to only give 6 guiding principles instead of the 6 to 12 that is mentioned in the assignment. I want you to take these 6 key areas and demonstrate your understanding of them related to creating the community. Let me take a moment to talk about the difference between the guiding principles assignment, which is your final major assignment, and the other assignment that was regarding a proactive classroom management plan. The proactive classroom management plan was a series of strategies that you will implement thus far in the learning after session 7 that you will implement in your classroom to create the responsive community. You may use some of these, or all of these if you like, in your guiding principles, but the guiding principles assignment requires much more information. Let's turn our attention to the rubric, if you will, at this time. The first category in the rubric, Introduction and Rationale. You must begin this paper with an introduction and a rationale as to why we need to create these responsive communities. This is your thinking. This is your approach. This is your reasoning for why we go through this process. As you investigate the remainder of the rubric, you will notice that the first category is really where we want each of you to be in order to demonstrate your understanding of the course learnings. So you'll notice that it says the same thing under every key element. So the first one, language and development. Through this product, you will demonstrate a nuanced understanding of how a learning community can facilitate and support the development of language. And you include wonderings about how these practices can be, let me slide down here, can be achieved and maintained. And your writing is supported with relevant scholarship, including course readings. So what I'm going to say now applies to every category. So I want to start with the opening piece. Let me slide back up here a moment, where it says, through this product, you demonstrate a nuanced understanding of how a learning community can facilitate and support the development of language. Nuanced understanding was purposely chosen because you're not teaching yet. You haven't had you're not full-time teaching. You haven't had that deep experience of trying to navigate this world every day and every hour of the day. It doesn't mean nuanced in the sense that it's surface. It means your understanding as you experience education at this point. But I want you to pay attention to the third category in each one of these rubric sections. It says supported by the readings. Teachers, I really need you to use the readings that have been utilized throughout this course, and there are quite a number of them. So please listen to what I'm saying. You must use the readings to support your thinking in all of your 6 guiding principles. Now I want to turn your attention to Canvas. And in Canvas, there's a bibliography section in every module of Canvas. you open that bibliography section and you'll see a large number of articles right there. You don't have to go searching for them, but you must use them. How many? Many is all I'm going to say. You need to use enough of them to demonstrate your deep understanding of each of these categories related to those articles. You get to make those decisions, and of course, I get to make those decisions when I'm assessing your work. So at this point, I want to draw your attention to the very last category in the rubric. It's entitled Work Quality. It says writing is of generally good quality, with no grammatical or spelling errors, includes appropriate use of references that are properly cited APA style. This is critical. The work has to be done in this way. We have a writing center that can help if you struggle with writing. We are going to do some work together in class around this. Not only your thinking, but your writing, and get feedback. But this is very important. You are going to be a teacher. You have to be a good writer, and you have to know how to reference your work APA style. Finally, in each one of your 6 guiding principles, you must include wonderings about the topic. Example, we started out with language, so I wonder how, if I'm teaching at a high school and have 5 sets of classes, all of them with bilingual and multilingual learners, I'm wondering how I can possibly meet the needs of these students, all of them in one day, let alone in a week, a semester, or a year. That's a reasonable wondering about that topic. So each category, each principle, you must demonstrate things that are going on in your head as you wonder about them, and show that you're doing critical thinking along these lines. Before I close, one more clarification or understanding that you need to have. When I said bibliography is on Canvas in every module, it's under the section Key Documents. Scroll down to Bibliography, select it, and then you will see the bib for the course for this semester. Finally, enjoy the work. This is your chance to really think deeply about those principles that will guide you. And you need to know that at your site schools, your site professors and site coordinators are supposed to be asking you to bring these guiding principles to the sites. You are to use these guiding principles when you are doing your teaching, whether it's capstone teaching or some other iteration of the program that you're involved in. These guiding principles will come back again when you're in your program level assessment, in especially PLA2, where you have to discuss these as part of a demonstration of your learning at that point. So these are things that really need to guide you and are really going to be used again, and you will need to demonstrate your understanding of them in future work. Thank you.